Okay, guys, sorry we are late small. I said I will start by 9 p.m. dots, but it's some minutes past 9. But okay, all these are our materials that we're going to use this night for the back. Hope you are seeing me very well. Let me just arrange this. Sorry for that shaking of a thing. The lamp light and the one that we use. Okay. Sorry, I'm just arranging it. I'm just using the table. That's not my working table. This is night. I'm not in the shop. So okay. So now let's start. Let's begin. Let's just wait for 2 or 3 audience to come in. Then we'll start with the class today. Remember, my name is Keneshi Ume Ogwajo, the bag making tutor. Okay. So we are starting the pattern drafting for the bag you are seeing on the screen of our channel. Okay, that's the bag we're going to draft out the pattern. If there is anything you do not understand, just let me know, then I will show you what and what I mean by that. Okay, so what we're using this night is our pen. That's our pen. Okay. This is our pen, almighty pen that we're going to use to draft. Okay, that's almighty tape. So this is the almighty tape that we're going to use. Sorry about all this jaga. It's just that have cut some parts while cutting my leather. Okay, and that's the almighty scissors that we're going to use this night. Okay, now let's go ahead and draft out the pattern. Remember, my name is Kenechi Ume Ogwajo, the bag making tutor. I'm here to tutor you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to teach you the patterns you don't know about bag making. And it's so simple and easy. Sorry. Okay, now let's go ahead and begin our pattern as we're waiting for our people to come in. Okay, first of all, I need to check the side that is a straight and a straight cut. Okay, I've covered many things here, so I need to arrange it well. So I need to cut something here. Okay. So I will say that this is my starting point for the one that I'm going to do. This is my starting point. Okay, now looking at the back, we'll have the back side, the front side, we'll have the flap, the base, the side of the back. Then I'll also have the inner side if you want to add a zip on the back. Then if you want to add the side pockets on the back, we'll have the inner zip that will be on the lining for the back. Okay, so now looking at the back also, the front, the back and the base, they comes together. The only two things that do not come together on the back is the line, the side and the flap of the back. And looking at the flap of the back, is a straight cut. Is a straight cut, then gives more curve on the down side of the flap, and the what do you call it again? The side have the flame of the side of the back. You have a flame, small flame. Then looking at it, okay, so there's some bag that will have flame like that, and there's some you just flame it after sewing the back. You just make it after, while seeing it on the picture, it looks like the flame on the side of the back, but it's just a design that you made with your hand after sewing the back. Okay, now then after that, what again do we have on the back? And just specifying the what we're going to cut. That's the front. Okay, we'll have the back, we'll have the base. Now these three things come together on our back. Okay, then we'll have the flap, that's the front, Okay, this one is just a different one altogether. Then we'll have the side. You know, the side comes in two, so when I put square here, you know that that one will be two, and this flap will come in two because we'll hold it together. You know, when you open a flap, you see the same leather inside the flap of the back. That's the outer side, and the inner side comes with the leather. That's why while cutting it, the discally board or the chipboard, it must come into in pairs. Then the front come one, then the other one will be the lining of the back. And coming to the flap, the main body of the back, we're using chipboard and the caliboard. Caliboard is this one that we're going to use to cut the main body of the back, while the chipboard is the one we're using for the inner lining of the back, you know. Then we'll use the chipboard on the side of the back. Assuming we are cutting the base different side, we will use the chipboard also. Okay, now the measurements we're going to use on the back, let's take our measurements for the back. If we need a mini bag, our maxi, you know, we'll have a mini, we'll have a maxi, and we'll have the smallest one on our back. Okay, we're going to do the medium side of the bag, and the measurement we'll take on this medium side will be 9 inch. That will be, so the width of the bag we're going to do, okay, the length, that's the height, will be 9 inch. Okay, so let me go ahead and cut it. Sorry. Okay, now so I'm using 9 inch here. And I'll be making I'll be using 9 by 7 inch. Yeah, 9 by 7 inch. Because we're making it just a mini back. We're doing 9 by 7 inch here. Okay. And then the base will be 4. I'll be using 4 inch. I'll make it to be 3.5. But let me just use that 4 inch now for the base of the bag. Then the back side will also be 7 inch. The back side will also be 7 inch. Okay, now, you know, I will now use my ruler and join it together. You know, assuming I have the longer ruler here, that one is in my shop, so I will now use it. Okay, let me now measure. That's 9 inch here, this way. Then I will join it together here. That's the essence of having the longer and the shorter ruler, so that anytime I want to just make a measurement that is long, you just use the longer one, and the small one you use the shorter one. Okay. So coming here, this is the front, the base, that's the bottom, and the back of the back. These three things comes together on this back. Okay, then I will now cut it out, and I'll cut it now before we cut the flap of the back. Okay, before cutting it, I need to check. I need to cross-check my line to make sure they are equal. Okay, this is 7. Yeah. That's why I said I need to check to make sure they are equal. Look at the line here now instead of the other one. So that's the essence of checking your line after doing. Make sure you check it. Okay, now I need to check this one. Now this is 4 and this is 4. Okay, let me check this one. This is 7. Okay, and now this is 7. Okay, so I need to cut it now. Okay, so this is the main body of the back. This is how the main body of the back will be. Okay, then what I need to cut now is the flap of the back. Then coming to this back, assuming I don't want my back to be on a straight line. No, some back usually enter inside because after sewing it, it will just be like this mouth here will just open very well. What I need to do is to remove something here. So let me do that because I don't like my back sometimes after sewing it will just be on a square or a rectangular form. I like the mouth to just look like the one of the is going in a triangular form. Yeah, in a triangular form. So I will reduce just 0.2, not 0.5. I will remove 0.2 here. Okay, I will remove 0.2 here. Then I will come here. I will remove 0.2. Remember, it's not 0.5, 0.2. That's 0.2. Then I'll come here. I'll remove 0.2 also here. Yeah, I will now remove it here also this side. Okay, so at this junction now, what I will do is to mark it and join here this way. I'll mark this side here now. I'll cut. So now the bag will be this way. You will not even notice it. If you not see me cutting, you will not notice that I remove something at these two sides. Okay. So after sewing this now, the next thing I need to do is to get a point where I'll put the down stand, the stand of the back. I will now so what I will do now is to put that here. So okay, so what I will do, I will measure out 1 inch here. I'll measure out 1 inch here, then I'll measure out 1 inch here also. Then I'll come here and I'll measure 0.7 inch. So here I'll mark it here. Then I'll measure 0.7 inch here. Okay, then I'll mark it here. Measure 1 inch here now. Okay, yeah, so this is how it will be. Then I will go ahead and cut the flap of the back. Remember, I removed something here, so I need to measure it. I need to measure here. So I know the measurement that I will cut. That's 8.5. For the flap, what I will use is 8.5 for the flap of the back. Remember the flap, why sewing the back? It's just because I'm just teaching you how to cut the pattern. Assuming I want to sew the back, what I'll use on the flap will be the sheep board, not the cali board. So, but let me just use this for the sake of teaching. So that's 8.5 inch. That is 8.5 inch. Okay, so now I'll come down here. I'll measure out 2 inch here. Okay. I'll also measure out 2 inch here. Then after measuring 2 inch, I will still measure out another 2 inch here, and I'll do the same thing here also now. Then I will give I'll measure out 1 inch. Okay, I'll come here and I'll measure 1 inch. Then for the flap, I'll be using a 4.5 inch for the flap of the back. Okay. Then I'll be using 4.5 inch for the flap of the back. Okay. So what I will do is to join it together here. Okay, now this is the flap of the back. Then I'll come here and I'll measure out 2 inch here. The ones on back, you can measure out 1.5 inch. So from here now, I'll join it from here to here. So this is how it will be. Then I'll cut out. So this is how this one will be, and it will be here this way. Okay. And this will be here this way. So wash out. This one will be here this way. So I need to still trim off here now. And I need to trim off here so that it will enter very well. Okay, so this is how this will be here. And this will come here. Hope you are seeing what I'm doing here now. And this one will be here. So seeing the flap is down here. If you look at the flap and it's too much, you remove it. The sense of putting this one here, assuming I just want to give a design on the back, you know, I will not start from here to give, assuming I want to give a design like this here, I might decide to just give a design that will be this way on this bag now. I might decide to give a design that will be this way. Okay, yeah, I might decide to give it like this now, and I'll cut out this side. Okay, assuming I start from here, you know, covering this bag this way now, you'll be seeing opening here. It will not be okay. Okay, so let's just see it here. Oh, sorry, no, I started with this. Okay, so assuming I started this way now, you will notice that cutting out from here, connecting it out from here, you will not see a lot of you'll be seeing opening here. While closing the back, it will not be easy for you to close it, but because I started from here, it will help me. This place will be covered here, so you cannot start any design that I want to give a back from here. Look at it, like here now. This is the where the flap covered from here. Okay, then you cannot start from here to curve this back this way. You cannot curve this back open, then you cut out this side. No, you must give a ruler measurement or 1 inch extra before adding this flap that will come down. Then after doing that, before you give any design, assuming I want to, okay, let me just cut out, you know, yeah. So I decide to give a back. I decide to give this bag, what will I use now? Okay, let me just decide to give this bag this curve here. I want to curve this bag this way. Yeah, I want to curve this back. I want it to be this way. Okay, all right. Okay, then I will now cut it out here. Remember, on the design I showed you on the screen, there is they did not cut it out this way. I'm just showing you. I assume that this bag will be this way now. Okay, so look at it. This is the design, and I want to put it here. I want to put it here. You know, you'll be seeing this opening here after making this bag this way. Okay, so assuming I started from here, you see that it will be a disturbance for the bag, because you'll be seeing this inner part. You'll be seeing this inner part after cutting it. So you cannot start cutting your bag. I'll give any design you want on the back this way. It's not proper. So the good aspect of it is to give a real measurement on any bag you want to cut the flap. You first of all give the real measurement first. Then after giving the real measurement, then you will now start giving your design. You know, this bag, I can decide to put it this way here. Then I'll come here again. I'll give a design, another design that will be this way. I'll give a design, another design that will be this way. It's based on my choice. If I want it to be this way, I will just leave it this way. If I want to put another leather, like I'm using a black leather and I want to use a silver leather here, I will just, you know, put a silver leather here so that you will see the design that I made. I'll just leave it like that. Then I'll fold it. This is just a design of the bag. So that's the flap of the bag. It's still so many designs. It depends on the one you want to do. Depends on the one you want to do. If you want to do the one on this one here, if you don't want to do it, it depends on what you want on your bag. If you want to design a bag that you just cut it from here, you come here, you cut it, you just be seeing this. It depends on what you want. If you just want to leave it straight cut. For the bag that I will leave it a straight cut. I will not be using here. I just used here to show you that you can design a bag, and also show you that any bag that you want to cut, you want to design, you must give this ruler measurement here, so that it will use it to, the flap will cover the inner bag first. You will not be seeing this inner side with your eye then before you now give it any design at all that you want to give it. Then after cutting the flap of the bag, remember I told you that the flap will be two. That is why I put this square root on the flap of the back. It will be two pieces because after you join the two together. Okay, now coming to the side of the back, there where the work comes, the side of the bag. Okay, so remember I'm just using it as a pattern. Use this as a pattern. If I'm sewing my bag, I'm not using this for the flap. I'm using chipboard. It makes the bag not to be too heavy after sewing it. It makes the bag not to be too heavy. If you use this in the whole of the bag, both the side, the flap, and the main body of the bag will be too heavy, especially when you use a thick leather. But if you use chipboard, at least it will lessen the heaviness of the bag. That's why we usually use the chipboard on the side of the bag, and after even sewing it, you will not even notice that we use the chipboard because it make our bag to be so unique. Okay, then after sewing this, after making this one now, I'll keep it aside. Then we're gonna cut the side of the bag. Now on this side of the bag, I'll teach you two different sides, or I will teach you two or three different sides, depends on the energy I have. Okay, so I'll use the opportunity to teach you two different sides of the bag. I'll teach you the one on a straight cut. I will teach you the one of the 2cm. Then I'll teach you the one with the flame. Then I'll teach you the one with the triangular flame while sewing it. But I think this night we might do two or three, not up to that four. Okay, that's why I'll be using this calibre board on the side of the bag. But anytime I want to sew the bag, I'll be using the chipboard to sew the bag. So this one will now be my pattern that I'll be using anytime I want to sew this bag. Okay, now let's go ahead and cut the side of the bag. There are a lot of things I need to explain on the side of the bag. Any side of the bag that you want to sew depends on the main body and the base of the bag. That depends on the side, or any bag, any main body of the bag you want to do depends on the side of the bag. If you cut the bag, the side of the bag, that the downside of the bag to be 4 inch, then this main body, the base of the bag again will also be 4 inch, and the length of this bag, we'll say that this length is 7 inch. Then is 7 inch here. Then the side will also be 7 inch. It will not exceed 7 inch. It is more than, if it is more than 7 inch, it will be bigger. If it's lesser than the 7 inch, it will be smaller. So what we are going to use here is 7 by 4 inch, because we said that the base of the bag is 4 inch and the main body of the bag is 7 inch. So what we're going to use on the side of this bag is 4 inch, but I will teach you the one of the 2 the one we usually call 2cm, or we call it 0.7 inch on inch, but on cm we call it 2cm. Okay, so let me just use this side for my side of this bag. Okay, so for the side of this bag now, we are using this, the measurement we'll use is 4 inch, but coming to the 2cm that we are using, just watch me what I will do now. I'll first of all measure 2cm here, then I'll measure 4 inch. I told you that you use 2cm or you use 0.7 inch. Then I'll measure 4 inch, then I'll measure another 2cm here. Okay, then I'll come up here and I'll also measure 2cm. Okay, I'm just doing it, sorry for that. I'm not using the ruler, I'm just doing it. Then I'll come here and measure 2 cm, and as I told you that 2 cm is 0.7 inch. If you're using it on inch, it's 0.7 inch dots. So this is 0.7 inch and this is 4 inch. Then coming to the upper side, I'll measure 7 inch. Remember that the length of our bag is 7 inch, so I'll measure out 7 inch here. Then I'll come this side and I'll measure also 7 inch. Okay. Then after measuring the 7 inch here, I'll measure out this one here, 2 cm here. Then I'll measure out 4 inch. Then I'll come here again, I'll measure 2 cm. So then now I'll join it together here. I will join it. Then I will join from here. So now I'll cut. Then after cutting this one, I'll use it to do this side. So this is the side of the back. This is number one side of the back. Okay, assuming I want to use another side of the back. Okay, what I will do now is to cut the 4. Okay, I'll cut 4 by 7 inch. So we assume I'm doing this off sketch that this is 4 by 7 inch. That is 4 by 7 inch. Okay, so this is 7. So what I will do is to measure from here. I will measure from here. I will even start from here. I will measure it with my ruler here. I will now measure this one. I will now measure this one. What it gives me, I will now cut on a straight line on my leather, that I will not be adding this cardboard. Later I might add the chipboard on the leather. Okay, sorry, I'm having just some reflection on the eye. Okay, so instead of me doing that, I'll now use it like that. Okay, then after measuring it, I will now join it. That's the flame side of the back with the other ones of the back, that's while sewing it. So but this is the one that we are going to use tonight for our back. So we'll use this, the flap, the main body, both the base, front and the back, and this is the side of the back. So what is remaining now is for me to add the gum and and add the leather that I will use. But as I told you that this bag is not this carry board is not the one that I will use for the back, especially the side. I'll be using the chipboard, and the chipboard is not here. I just want to show you the patterns, how to cut the pattern for the back. Then on our next video, I want to show you. By then the curly board will be with me. Then I will show you how to cut the curly board and then how to add every other thing on the back, the chain and the other things. I will also show you how to put the leather inside the chain. Some chain you see it's not only chain, you see leather inside. I'll show you how to do that, but that will be on my next video. Please remember, my name is Chukine Shume Obajo, the bag making tutor. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel because more video is still coming. We are just starting on our handbag. So thanks so much for watching this video. Thank you so much. God bless you for me. Okay, now this night I am tired and weak, so we need to go and sleep till tomorrow. We'll come back again for our work. I'm in the house. I want to teach you something on the bag making. So anytime you want to make a bag, if you are interested on bag maker, as if you want to be a bag maker, if you're interested on making bags, please, I want you to pay more attention on this. You don't need to go to market to buy leather. You don't need to buy all this cardboard and chipboard if you don't have the money. Go where they are plaiting hair. All those paper that is coming out from the attachment, you can use it to place this. Some people are using it to replace in the place of this cardboard and chipboard. You see some bags. If you open inside the inner bag, it's just a normal carton. Some of them is a normal carton, and you might be thinking that you don't have money to make a bag. No, you have money to do that because a lot of things is needed for you to do. So you need to go to market, and you don't need to go to market. If you have the old wrapper or any clothes at all that you're not wearing, just start from there using all those papers that's coming out from the attachment or on any carton at all. Use it to make a bag. First of all, draft out the patterns. All these patterns that we are using here now, you need it. First of all, be drafting patterns every day. If you're interested on handbags, be drafting patterns every day with you. Whether you are making mistake or not, I will put my phone number. Call me, ask questions, Send message on WhatsApp, I'll reply you. If you're anywhere you want to go and learn bag, I have so many numbers of people who are teaching how to make bag. If you're not decide where I am, I will still ask them to teach you. Then you need to cutting, you need to be cutting patterns every day. You need to be making practice every day, because practice makes perfect. For me, I didn't go so many places to learn bags. There is a lot of ones. I sat down and I watched so many videos on YouTube. I watched so many videos on Facebook. From there, I started making some bags, and I made mistakes so many times, like two, three, four times. Then I will now start and be making it perfect, because practice make perfect. The only thing I did not tell myself is that I have not failed. I did not put that ed. I did not put that ed on failure, because once you say you have failed, you don't fail. Please, failure is just a stepping stone to your greatness. You need to gather yourself together and tell yourself that you can do this, you can do better, you can do better. Anything you want to do, you can do better. The only thing you need to do is to just gather yourself, just tell yourself that you can do it, and you move on and do that. When I started making this bag, I traveled from the east to so many places to learn bag. You just one person that allowed me, because I was pregnant that time. I went there and I learned how to sew this all this traveling, and again I must go back. I learned it there. I came back and I practicing even midnight, being 5 months pregnant, and I'm still practicing how to make bags. Then I started there. I'm selling small, small. I'll just sell some with the gain of 200 naira, the gain of 500 naira, the gain of 1,000, and other things. And be me going to market and market my bag. And when you become a marketer, you see the insult where the business people they give. Oh my God, you decide not to go to market again because of that insult. But I did not quit. I still advertise my business. I will still beg you to buy just one. And before you know it, people begin to praise my work. I say it's a strong work, it's this or that. From there, I started sewing school bags. I go to YouTube, I learned a lot from there. I started sewing school bags, I started sewing a lot of things. And that makes me to, be moving up to this moment. Please, I urge you, if you want to learn how to make bags, the the goal is there for you to just to decide what to do. Hit on that notification bell and also subscribe to the YouTube channel, because more videos still out there. So thanks so much for watching the video. Thank you so much, team. My name is still, remember, Keneshu Meogwaju Kenny Ella Bag Maker. Thank you.